pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 6.
Now a carry for Lindsay. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
A gain of 7. And the Dolphin first and 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Finding Harris over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
The Dolphin first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Complete.
From 13 yards out. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
At the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
To try again after the sack. Jackson, catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
43-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped them for a minimal gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, Jackson. And this one is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson will throw again. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. The 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Dolphins.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Ravens nothing.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a pro.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Tyus Bowser in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's third down.
2-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And the Dolphin first down.
On first down, here's Breida. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lindsey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
And it's third down.
Here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Lambo to add on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Ravens nothing.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Jackson now. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On the ground, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half.
Fucking Addy.
To put some more points on the board.
Did not expect that shit.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tua finding Gesicki there for Dolphin first.
Didn't you give him one? The pack, I thought you gave her the...
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Tua. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Tua to throw again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okuegbunam was the target there, but it's going to be second down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okuegbunam was the target there. But now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua, a final shot before half. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the ground, this is Kamara. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
41-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. A gain there of 21 yards.
7-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
55, Mike, 55. You. Hey.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Number 11.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
10 yards to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He was 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown. His 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Good. Makes the score Dolphins 14, Ravens 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
He's brought down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the pass.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ravens 7.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
22.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He's brought down.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over.
39-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Ball carrier.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Tua wants to throw it on second down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
First down, Miami.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Out of bounds at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
This is Breida. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Lambo will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They're on 15-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Tua going to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Complete to
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard
Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Dolphins, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, despite the loss here, was a splendid regular season as they'll finish at 12-4. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.